This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, in verse 5. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and thy nakedness shall be seen, and the kingdoms shall see thy shame." Roughly paraphrasing, all right? But that's the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. And I bring that out because when you look at what's going on in Afghanistan, right? The media paints things one way, but the reality, the facts, say something else. The media says, oh, this was a failed occupation. This was a failed attempt to keep an enemy force known as the Taliban under control. No. The truth in the matter is, Esau, Edom, okay, the thinking, driving force and the face of America, Esau, Edom, you are the biggest conniving liar upon the face of mankind the earth has ever known, man. You are the biggest drug dealer to ever exist, okay? Now, why you say that? When you look at Afghanistan, you look at the history of Afghanistan, right? When you look at Afghanistan's cash crop, okay? Afghanistan's number one moneymaker is not oil, it's opium. You see, the God of Esau, Edom, his God, his G.O.D. is guns, opium, Salakia, guns, oil, and drugs. Okay, that's the God of Esau, Edom. Guns, oil, and drugs, okay? Opioids, or opium, which is the plant that is used to create opioids, such as, crystal meth, heroin, things of that nature. The main key ingredient is opium. Afghanistan is rich in opium fields, okay? To be more accurate, Afghanistan accounts for over 90% of the world's supply of opium. That's right, 90% of opium is imported, grown from Afghanistan. And Afghanistan has been the leader in opium exporting and development since 2001. Wait a minute, 2001? What should ring a bell in 2001? September 11th? And what ensued? The war on terror. You putting it together? So this war on terror, what you had was American military, American troops were responsible for guarding and taking care and maintaining the world supplies leader in opium. Meanwhile, from 2001 and beyond, there's been an explosion in opioid addiction all across the world, chiefly in America. See, what is ravishing small, poor Edomite communities? What is killing them by the thousands? Huh? Opium, meth, fentanyl, opioid addiction, pills, heroin, okay? These things are ravishing the communities of Esau, Edom here in America, as well as throughout the world. So you gotta wonder, well, who's really behind it? I mean, 1 + 1 is 2. You see that? See, this devil, he's being exposed, man. He's being exposed to be the goddamn devil. All right? He's the real trap boy, man. He's Esau Edom is the biggest drug kingpin that ever existed, man. But you see, because he's such a devil, instead of showing you the truth of who the real drug dealers are, who the real gangsters, who the real killers are, what does he do? He taps people like 50 Cent to give you BMF. You see, he taps Jake to glamorize the wickedness of drug dealing, you know, because it's really witchcraft, it's sorcery. But you know what? In order to make it cool and to glamorize it and to fetishize it, he has to have Jake pushing it, you know. He has to make Jake the face of this shit, you know. Murph says it all the time. Brother Murph Jeremiah here in Great Millstone, Chicago, he says it all the time. When you think of pimp, hustler, drug dealer, you automatically think, you know, of a nigga, a so-called black man. You know, that's the stigma or the stereotype that Esau has attached to the image of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, all right, the house of Judah, okay? But meanwhile, the truth in the matter is, the biggest pedophile, the biggest drug dealer, sorcerer, witch, okay, the biggest murderer, the biggest gangster, you know, the biggest bully, the real threat to society is Esau Edom. You see, he is destructive by nature. All right, the scriptures say, I'm trying to think, I want to say wealth. Man, it's in Proverbs, the 21st chapter, man. All right, but I'm probably mixing up two scriptures, but the thing that's coming to mind is wealth gotten by vanity shall soon be diminished. Okay, I forget where that's at, but it's written somewhere in our law, man. Okay, and then the scriptures also say an inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning, but the end thereof shall not be blessed. Okay, yeah, I believe that's Proverbs, the 21st chapter. You see, America got rich quick. You know, it got rich off oppression, murder, deceit, quickly, man. All right, America maintains and sustains its place in the world as an economic leader by way of drug dealing, you know, knavery. All right, putting people in debt, you know, creating debt slaves out of people, creating physical slaves out of people, you know, just every means of advantage by the most vile and unjust ways. This devil exploits it. This devil, that's what he partakes in, man. You know, that's how this devil stays afloat. But, you know, when you do shit like that, you don't stay afloat for too long, man. You know, eventually you're going to be exposed. All right. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to overthrow you. Okay. So, but yeah, man, I might do another sit down on that, you know, just to get more in depth in that, man. But yeah, I was just meditating in the spirit. I said, man, you know, this whole shit is going to be a mess. Say the quote unquote, say the Taliban take over Afghanistan, right? Say they do, quote unquote, do the right thing and destroy all the opium fields, right? Which would be economic suicide for their country. Well, but it ain't like they getting a piece of the pie any fucking way. But, you know, let's say they do that, man. Do you have any idea the ramifications it's gonna have on these junkies here in the U.S.? Okay, when I say violent crime will spike overnight, like, that's an understatement. When these people can't get high anymore, especially Esau Edom, they start doing shit, and they start doing crazy shit, you know? So, you know, I think that was long enough. You know, I don't want to make it too much of a rant, but I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash, Shalom, and Abba Ball.